to YouTube News on DFBO's channel. Today we are talking about factory farming. What is factory farming, you ask? Well, here is one example. Here are some pigs in a crate. Now, you may be thinking, so what? It's a crate. What's the big deal? Well, these pigs can't turn around their whole lives and can barely move an inch. It's like living in an airplane scene your whole life. Look at this image. I know it's not the best picture, but it's a man taking off a pig's tail and testicles. Can you imagine how painful that is? What did the poor piglet do to deserve this? Now look at this piglet. I know, I don't think he looks fine at all. Flies are covering his face and beginning to eat him alive because they know he's dying, and it's because of us. He's not the only piglet suffering. There are plenty of them. This picture was always hard to look at for me. Goodness sake, they abused him so much to the point where I can't even say it. It's too terrible. Look at the picture. What do you see? Do you see a dying pig or breakfast? This is your bacon, folks. This is what you are putting into your body. Look at these tiny, innocent creatures that we are torturing. This isn't right, but this is what's happening as we speak. Animals are dying, and we are just going to live our lives and eating some ribs, not even thinking about the pig that had to be tortured to make it. Now, this is a crate-free factory farm, which is better than factory farms with crates, but don't even think that it's still acceptable. They're still crammed into small spaces and still tortured. Now remember, you don't have to give up meat. You're just being informed about what you are eating. Now let's talk about eggs. Look, I love eggs, but once I found out what they did to these animals, I felt bad every single time I put something with an egg into my mouth. Now, here are baby chicks. They are so adorable, aren't they? Well, let me tell you their journey from the very beginning. As you can see, there are sloths and there are chicks. Well, this person's job is to find the males and the female chicks. The females stay, but the males are thrown into the holes. Now, after they are thrown in the holes, they go down another aisle where they are led to their doom. They fall in a hole, and they are grinded up alive and awake as baby chicks. That's terrible. But do you know why they are ground up? Because they are no use to the egg industry. But the females are, and I think they even have it worse. But again, another way to kill the males is to gas them or suffocate them in a trash bag. They're trash. There are many different ways, but none of them are good. Now here's a female chick. She's about to get her front of her beak cut off with the laser, and that hurts very badly. There are nerve endings on the end of her beak, and then it's burned off. Here is the result. Now, it may look cute, but it's very painful and torturous. But the torture doesn't stop there. For the rest of their lives, they stuff multiple chickens into one small space, so they can't even flap their wings. They can barely turn around, and now they are forced to lay eggs for us for the rest of their lives. There is extreme feather loss, as you can see. And you know, these creatures are very social. But when they are all in this one small space, they aren't anymore. Their personality changes. These birds are set up in rows and rows and rows as they lay eggs. They're here their whole lives, and they never get to see the sun or natural light. Chicken. I used to love eating chicken, until I found out what they did to them. Here is a factory farm for chickens. There are so many chickens in one place I can't even explain. And again, they rarely get to see natural light, and they can't be social in the environment. Here is our Thanksgiving dinner. They are turkeys, and again, they can't be social, and they can't move around very well. They are tortured just as much as the other animals in factory farms. Here are chickens and turkeys being drowned in water. They are being held by their feet and being drowned in hot water. Just thinking about it makes me gasp for air. Cows, but not beef cows, dairy cows. But animals weren't tortured to get milk, you may be asking. That's what I thought. I used to think that vegans were crazy, but now I understand them, and I'm joining them. Here's a mother cow with her baby calf. A relationship between a mother and a calf is very important, but in factory farms, it doesn't last all that long. This is a man taking away a baby calf forcefully away from its mother, a few days after birth. The mother and the calf will cry and mourn for days, and we are drinking the milk that's supposed to be for the baby calf, not for us. Well, what do we do with these baby cows? Well, they ship them off and we eat them. Well, I never ate a baby calf before, you may be saying, but have you ever eaten veal? Because that, my friend, is a baby calf. Now, these animals have horns, as you know, but they don't keep them for long. They are taken off when they are a baby. A baby, isn't that insane? They have to burn it out of their skull painfully. They are rarely given painkillers. Is it worth the milk for the torture we have done? This is dairy's dark side. This is a man kicking a baby calf forcefully, and he isn't even taking any pauses or caring. It's like it's normal and okay. Did this baby calf deserve a punishment for being born? And that wasn't the mom's fault or the baby's fault. It was our fault. We made the mother pregnant. Beef. Do you love beef? Because I hate to tell you, of course they are tortured too. A lot of these cows have the same consequences as dairy cows, so I don't think I need to repeat some of those. They are killed in so many disgusting and harmful ways. In this killing method, they are put in a machine where they spin around and their necks are slit. In a snap, they went from a living creature to food. Oh, and don't forget about seafood. They don't have it any better than the others. There are two ways to get our seafood. The first way is getting fish from the wild in big fishing nets, such as these. But they don't only get fish. Many times they get dolphins, sea turtles, octopi, and many other unwanted creatures that rarely survive. Some of the fish get stuck in between the holes in the net and can't survive. They get on the ship and they are put in aisles where they all slide down. The second way to get our fish is from fish farms. Fish farms is where we put a ton of fish in one small space, and this machine picks it up and it becomes our food. Fish farms is where mercury poisoning comes from, because they're all in one small space. Those animals don't get any better treatment though. They are still crowded and tortured. I can't imagine living there for life, or any of the other animals' lives. We are doing this, and now we have to stop it. It's up to us to change this. The poor pig being tortured in these crates and high risk of disease. It's up to us to make this, a pig open in the wild, free from being tortured. Now, for more information, look at the YouTube video From Farm to Fridge. That is where I got all my information. Thanks for watching.